5-8, just right, and it's that forearm again, just in his jaw. Not the first time he's been slapped today. He's had no luck.
Yep, he's taken a couple of bashings. Matt Doherty. Pat Fenlon standing right by him. They're getting complex about this. Doherty, happened in the first half. Caught there by Fraser Fyvie.
Well, again, I think it's just a flailing arm there. Doesn't actually look that bad, in all honesty. Just seems to brush him off. May well be something that he felt in the first half as well. I'm sure he'll be okay.
Well, Aberdeen needed someone to come on and prove to be an influence in this game. They'll be hoping Fraser Fyvie did that. He's certainly capable. A bright young prospect, Andy.
Yeah, I like him. I know he's made a decision. Might be in his best interests. He's got so much talent, so much to offer. And it's amazing that Craig Brown turns to one of the youngest members of his squad for a lift on a semi-final. And hopefully Fyvie can make his mark on this type of occasion. I don't think he'll be scared of it at all.
So Chris Clark has moved over to the right and Fyvie has it now. Arneson. Can McArdle get to this? Not quite.
Well, that was a chance there. Hibs, of course, temporarily down to 10 men. And there was the overlap. The ball from Arneson, just a bit too heavy once again. McArdle can't get onto it. But McArdle has to do that. As a right back today, he has to try and offer himself as an option to his teammates going forward.
Turn towards Tom Sawers. Gary O'Connor's third-minute strike today. Hibs' quickest goal in the Scottish Cup since John O'Neill scored after 90 seconds in a semi-final against Livingston 11 years ago today. Sawers. Osborne. O'Connor. Away by McArdle. Fyvie. It's gone out though. Hibs throw. Doherty's throw towards Griffiths.
Pat Fenlon claiming for a handball there from Considine.
Here's Clark. McArdle. Away by Hanlon. Off by O'Connor, who got a kick on the head then from Considine. Here is the Aberdeen captain. Towards Vernon. And Hanlon with a handball. And a promising free kick for Aberdeen at the start of the second half.
Yeah, and I think it was a linesman who spotted this. Just a bit of a misjudgment there. And the high hand. A bit fortunate to escape a yellow card, deliberate handball. But this is might be able to kick-start their semi-final if they can get something from this.
Hughes and Fyvie over the free kick. Big chance this. Hughes to send it in. Considine's header clutched by Stack.
Well, he makes a really good connection, Considine. Hanlon can't get anywhere near him, but it goes right down the throat of Stack comfortably. Undoubtedly their best chance.
Considine actually scored twice in a Scottish Cup semi-final for Aberdeen against Queen of the South back in 2008, but Aberdeen fans don't like to hear too much about that game.
Once again, Hibs can't keep the ball. 3-4 passes and then it breaks down. They have to do better in possession.
Arneson. There has been a distinct lack of quality at times.
Well, we'll just put that down to a lack of understanding.
Away by Considine. Fallon secures a throw. Lee Griffiths is offside. Graham Chambers, the assistant referee.
Griffiths once again looking to get onto anything that's long. Once again a tight call, but the linesman's got it right.
Osborne soars. Claros. Doherty. Behind Griffiths. Fyvie. Hughes. Robinson. Taken by Vernon, but McPake gets involved. Claros now for Isaiah Osborne. Ivan Sproul's making a good run here. Griffiths. Now Sproul, can he get his shot away? He cleverly picked out Gary O'Connor. Griffiths. Kajabi.
Promising for a goal for a number of Sproul, he couldn't get the shot. That's one of the most difficult skills. The back foot. No surprise that ended up over the bar, but that's what you want to see from him. The ball going down the right hand side and being the left of a four, he's quite happy to make the effort, get into the box, give his teammate in possession a different option.
Connor. Hughes. Fallon. Well won by Hanlon. Here's Kajabi. He's in bother. Fallon. Now Vernon. Still a bit to do. Hughes. Fyvie. Wrapped by Stack. Kajabi will be a relief man.
Yeah, Kajabi there, two hands in the air. He knows he's guilty of giving the ball away and inviting Aberdeen onto him, and they can't get a shot away. Vernon working it, and then that shot there actually turns into a decent pass, but Fyvie can't find the angle to keep the move alive.
Fallon. Fyvie. Hughes. Harangued by O'Connor.
It's a mistake like that that can give your opponents a bit of a lift. A lift that remains to be seen if Aberdeen can continue to take the game towards it.
Reynolds seeking out Vernon, he's found him. Arneson waiting for a cross. Ricardo delivers. Fallon's in there, beaten to it by Doherty, but it is a corner. Kajabi's being summoned here to Willie Collum.
Yeah, this deep cross to the back post, and Doherty reads it well. Because Fallon in the air is a bit of a handful, but Doherty quite happy to clear the danger. Pressure still on for Hibs though.
Aberdeen need someone to step forward. Fyvie's corner. Away by Doherty. Griffiths. Not Reynolds. Ivan Sproul, if he can get past Reynolds here. We'll see Gary O'Connor charging towards the box, but Reynolds recovered. Reynolds again.
Well, I know that would have been an interesting race had Ivan Sproul elected to take him on.
Clark and McCardle on that right hand side. An option. Claros on the scene. Hibs inviting more pressure. Robertson. Over towards Fallon. He's won it. McTake beats Vernon to it though, critically.
He's been absolutely solid, McTake, so far in this game. Up against Vernon and Fallon, he's been more than a match for them.
It's a good spell this for Aberdeen. Clark has got his cross in, and Doherty has popped it away for a corner. Can Aberdeen make this spell count? Having a word with Scott Vernon and Doherty. Fyvie it is to deliver. Stack away, back by Robertson, but comfortably cleared. Reynolds minding the shot. Griffiths quickly upon him. Robertson now for Fyvie. Aberdeen need to find a cutting edge. A day when they've seen plenty of the ball. Time to do something with it. Reynolds fortunate as O'Connor lurked. Reynolds now looking for Fyvie. Cut out by Doherty. Oh, that is stunning! Rory Fallon! Aberdeen's Scottish Cup talisman scores in this competition again! That was beautiful! That was breathtaking! Aberdeen are level!
Well, we've been waiting for a bit of quality, and my goodness, we get it here. Doherty puts it back into the danger area where the bodies are, but look at that! Chest control, and then a measured volley. He doesn't lash out at it. He gets a massive dip in it. Marvellous technique. He's not too far off his line, Graham Stack, but enough for Fallon to find it back of the net, and Aberdeen right back in this semi-final.
His fourth goal in the competition this season. Scored more goals in the cup than he has the league. A special strike. Aberdeen had been enjoying a really good spell of pressure, and now they have something to show for it. An outstanding moment of quality at the end where the Aberdeen fans are gathered. An hour played, 1-1. Osborne. Sproul. It's a comfortable save for Mason Brown from Osborne. Fyvie's error soars. Doherty. A pass from Osborne. It's come off Robertson. And Hibs responding now to that wonder goal from Fallon.
Well, all of a sudden this semi-final has gone to life. Look at this pass, a bit of quality on it. Wraps it into the feet of Doherty. Good control. Can't quite get the cross in, but Hibs still on the attack.
The Griffiths corner. Didn't clear the first hurdle, which was Stephen Hughes. They found a way to goal in spectacular fashion. And Rory Fallon scored both goals in the quarter-final at Motherwell. Doherty, offside here. Soers. These two were locked together for most of their league encounters this season, and here they are again at 1-1. On by Fallon. Sproul. Osborne. Doherty. Osborne. There's Arneson on him. Needs assistance from Tom Soers. Claros. Take. Arneson though, up against Claros. Vernon now. Chris Clark's available and Hughes has picked him out. Aberdeen come again. Hungry now. McArdle. Hughes. Away by Hanlon. Hibs having to dig in. It's going to come to Fraser Fyvie with a bit of time on his hands. Fyvie can't get enough curl on it.
Well, a vision of Alec McLeish picking the ball up in a cup final a few years ago, curling this into the top corner. Fyvie there can't quite get the movement on the ball. Bit of composure, but no real curl on the ball to bring it back. A really decent spell for Aberdeen, and the one thing that goal has done, Ian, is brought the supporters to life and possibly put a yard on the stride of these Aberdeen players. They're beginning to dominate.
An early start for many of them. Griffiths. Hughes. McArdle. Doherty will send that out for a throw. Darren Mackie is going to be on for Aberdeen any second now. Started the last couple of games, back on the bench for this one, but about to play a prominent part, it would seem. Arneson's long throw, won by McPake. David Wotherspoon is going to be on for Hibs as well. As Darren Mackie for Aberdeen. O'Connor, Sproul, challenged by McArdle. Robertson. Vernon. Considine. Fallon. Considine is tracking Kajabi here, but it does go for the goal kick. And both sides are going to make a change. Darren Mackie scored his first goal since September against Dundee United last week. Is going to take the place of Chris Clark. I'm impressed that his number is up. Darren Mackie, who lost semi-finals in this competition with Inverness on loan in 2004 and with Aberdeen in 2008, comes on to have a say, and Jorge Claros, the Honduran, is going to be replaced for Hibs, and on comes David Wotherspoon, who has to tread carefully because he is a yellow card away from missing the final should Hibs make it.
Well, Pat Fellon has to do something. He has seen this second half Aberdeen get the equaliser. They're beginning to dominate the ball and possession. They're beginning to look more dangerous. And that change might just spark Hibs into a bit of life.
Robertson. Here is Wotherspoon. Collision course with Arneson. Free kick given against Wotherspoon. When he was for listening.
Keep his eye on Pat Fellon. Pat Fellon wasn't happy with that decision.
Muir, the fourth official. Reynolds. McPake, clipped by Vernon.
Well, they've had the reaction, Craig Brown and his players, this second half, and there's the evidence. Edging possession 60-40, a bit more controlled in their passing. They've got that wonder goal. I wonder if they can go on and get the winner before the 90 minutes are up.
Hughes. Soars. 5e. Fallon, who scored that excellent equaliser. 5e. Fends off Wotherspoon. Stephen Hughes. Arneson. Hughes for Robertson. Fallon. Vernon. It's a foul by Fallon on McPake.
McPake is so determined in the air. Any balls that are floating around, he's a magnet to them. He's been very dominant there, but he needs to try and somehow marshal his teammates to get back into this game.
It's been a really good second half for Aberdeen. Saw plenty of the ball in the first half as well, but far from clinical when it mattered. The goal came out of nothing from Rory Fallon. A sweet strike. Aberdeen Football Club actually formed on this day in 1903. Three other clubs merged as one. Wotherspoon. Kajabi. It's Lee Griffiths now, shadowed by Considine. It's left to Reynolds to scoop it away.
That's the type of pass Hibs needs. Kajabi, penetrating pass, played with a bit of purpose in it, and getting Griffiths in behind.
O'Connor is offside.
Well, Graham Stack is struggling. He's been signalling to the bench, and I don't know if he wants to deal with any of these pass backs.
Well, he's struggling. Graham Stack has signalled to the bench. And Stack is going to need some treatment, it would seem. We do have Mark Brown on the bench, and he's getting ready to come on. Stack gutted, but clearly toiling.
Yeah, just his hip area. I don't quite know where it stemmed from, but earlier on you see him kicking here on his right foot and something has gone there. And I don't know if he can continue.
Well, as he receives treatment, this is worth another look.
Oh, we've been screaming out for some quality, and look at this. Chest control. Look at the trajectory in that shot at goal. It is so controlled. He knows exactly what he's doing. He knows where he is. He knows where the goals are. And that just dips under the bar. It is absolute quality and fitting of a semi-final occasion.
It's been a familiar sight in the Scottish Cup for Aberdeen this season. Rory Fallon scoring. Greg Brown side level. Graham Stack is going to have to be replaced here. So a blow for Hibs. Brown will come on. If it does go to a penalty shootout today, he actually saved 2 penalties in the shootout with Motherwell back in September in the League Cup. But Hibs forced to use up one of their subs in a goalkeeping sense.
Well, kicking is such a big part of a goalkeeper's job these days. Fielding back passes, never got to mention the normal goal kicks. But Stack is struggling, it has to go off. Big occasion now for Brown to step in.
Yes, Mark Brown. His last appearance was a 4-0 defeat against Rangers back in January. He played in 2 Scottish Cup semi-finals in his Inverness days and lost them both. So Pat Fenlon forced to use the second sub in a manner that he wouldn't have wished. Won the Irish Cup with Bohemians and won a good few Irish titles as well with them in Shelbourne. Ivy. Hughes caught late by Osborne.
I wonder if fitness will come into this as well, Ian. As you say, the game is played to a finish today. The possibility of an extra half hour, even penalty kicks. I wonder if we'll get another moment of magic before the 90 is out.
Wotherspoon. O'Connor is onside. Sproul is racing through the middle here. O'Connor taking the long way round. Certainly took his time.
Can't believe he didn't play Sproul on his left foot. Sproul had the pace to get himself a yard inside the box.
Wotherspoon. Griffiths. Approaching the final quarter of an hour of the first Scottish Cup semi-final of the weekend. Tom Sawers. Reynolds. Wotherspoon. Wotherspoon feeding Doherty. Led by Considine.
That's what Wotherspoon is on for. Make things happen. Go past opponents. Set your teammate to the byline and balls into the box. That's encouraging for the Hibs fans to see that.
Doherty's throw, away by Arneson, only to Osborne. Now Wotherspoon. Met by Robertson. Hibs sustaining their interest here. City's throw doesn't fall favourably for Hibs. Away by Arneson, but Kajabi will be onto it. Good shout from Jason Brown for Considine to leave it. McArdle. Darren Mackie timed his run right here. Scott Vernon in the middle. Mackie will escape from Kajabi. His effort was tame, especially with Fallon and Vernon lurking.
Well, he found the angle, Darren Mackie, here as he gets away from Kajabi and his left foot. He just doesn't get the power. A bit more power in that and it would have troubled Mark Brown.
Been around Aberdeen a long time. Darren Mackie, his contract's up at the end of the season. He hopes to stay on. Griffiths has run it out. It's hard to see which way this semi-final will go next. Who will have the next say, I wonder? Rory Fallon certainly had a big say with Aberdeen's equaliser goal of the highest quality. Mackie onto this. McPake. Mark Brown has to smother.
Yeah, and it's not deemed to be a pass back, just a poor attempt at a clearance. But there's a mistake from Hanlon, and Hanlon here, he just lets that ball go. It's almost an opportunity for Rory Fallon to get on the end of it, and his second goal.
Osborne for Hanlon. Tries to go back to Brown. Saws made contact. Arneson didn't. Griffiths. Reynolds. Hughes. McArdle. Poorly taken out by Sproul. Hughes. Flicked on by Vernon. Away by McPake. McArdle. Guided back by McPake. From the Livingston defender who was previously with Coventry City down south. Osborne. Considine. Fallon. Fivey. One back by Wotherspoon, and Doherty now up to Griffiths. It's a lovely layoff for O'Connor. Griffiths again. Lee Griffiths hits the outside of the post.
I think it's a poor effort, Ian. He's not really set himself for the shot there. He's uncomfortable on his right foot. It's a right foot cross. Just bide your time. Two teammates in the box. But to take it like that was never going to find the target.
Vernon. McArdle. Taking on Kajabi. Throw.
Well, he was looking for help there, McArdle, wasn't he? Had to go himself in the end. But we know what a bit of quality can do. We've seen it. Aberdeen are back into the game. We're just getting to the stage of the match now where the level of concentration has to be so high. One mistake and it could prove costly.
Into the last 10 minutes of the 90 anyway. There might be more to come. Anderson's long throw. Away by Soers and then by Sproul. Tense times for everyone involved, particularly the managers. The stakes are so high now. One slip, one error could prove so costly. Total focus and concentration needed. Away by Considine for McArdle. Sproul's onto this though. He's been taken out. We might be getting the first yellow card of the semi-final, and it's going in the direction of Darren Mackie.
Well, Sproul takes it well, first touch. Mackie is just a fraction out with that challenge. I thought Willie Collum had kept his composure all afternoon, no yellow cards, but he deemed that one to be worthy of a caution.
Witherspoon and O'Connor over the free kick, although O'Connor not there for long, he's heading into the mix. Griffiths doing a bit of pushing and shoving there, and Willie Collins noticed it. Griffiths was not happy with Fallon.
Yeah, that's the officials working well together. It was the linesman who stepped onto the pitch, clearly drawing Willie Collins' attention to a bit of grappling inside the box.
Hampden Park awaits. Witherspoon's free kick. Pretty poor. Away by Hughes.
Well, I know you're looking for a bit of pace on the ball, but poor delivery. Didn't give any of his teammates the chance to go on the end of it.
Kajabi's throw. O'Connor. Same again, another throw for Pa Kujabi. O'Connor. Another throw for Aberdeen. Extra time looming at Hampden Park. It's a throw for Hibs now though.
That's slack. It just keeps the pressure on Aberdeen. The Hibs supporters trying to get behind their team, give them a lift.
Kajabi. Osborne. Slack from Kajabi. They're just exchanging throw-ins at the moment, aren't they, these two teams? But Peake won it well. And Lee Griffiths is in! This is the moment! Lee Griffiths scores! Now they're dreaming of a place in the Scottish Cup final!
Well, this is all down to James McPake. When this ball is played forward, look at the hunger and determination McPake to win it. This ball played forward, there's the interception, and all of a sudden Hibs are on the attack. Wonderful through pass from O'Connor, and on his weaker right foot, Lee Griffiths finds the angle, the front two working well, and he puts it past Jason Brown. And are Hibs getting into the final, courtesy of their front two. Terrific goal.
Yes, McPake certainly did his bit for the cause. O'Connor set up Griffiths, his 11th goal for Hibs. 9 of them have come away from Easter Road. None of them more welcome than that. Can they hold on here, Hibs? Vernon trying to get to this. It's a goal kick. And has Lee Griffiths propelled Hibs into the final?
Well, there's the leader. He has shown the way forward, winning every ball. And all of a sudden a 50-50 comes to a corner. His pass is perfect into the stride of Griffiths, and right foot finish finds the angle. Such a well worked goal.
Fallon, Darren Mackie trying to sneak in. Here's Arneson. Arneson! Always heading over and out, it seems, off the boot of the Icelander.
Yeah, we know he's got that ability, Anderson. A goal in particular from Tannadice against Dundee United, right into the top corner, not too far away there, but 5 minutes plus injury time to go. Can Hibs hold out?
Hibs hoping to reach their first Scottish Cup final since 2001 when they lost to Celtic. They could meet them again, of course, or they could meet their Edinburgh rivals' Hearts. That's unless Aberdeen can scramble an equaliser now. They have to go for broke. They've done it before, can they do it again? Robertson over towards Fallon. Darren Mackie. Goal kick.
Well, this will be the story of the last few minutes, I'm sure. Diagonals into the box, Hibs have to contend with that, to deal with it. They've still got Vernon and Fallon in the air, Mackie trying to go into the scraps. But time running out for Craig Brown and Aberdeen.
Hibs tantalisingly close to a place in the 2012 Scottish Cup final. Vernon, McArdle, Mackie determined. Kajabi and Sproul equally so.
The tendency now for Hibs is just to sit deep, to try and defend too deep. It's a dangerous tactic.
Fallon, he's rescued Aberdeen once. Arneson now. Aberdeen cry for handball, although a bigger shout from their fans than their players, I think. Robertson, poor, away by Doherty. It's going to be a frantic finale to the Scottish Cup semi-final as Aberdeen push for an equaliser. Mackie, it's a poor layoff. Osborne, O'Connor. Reynolds over towards Mackie. It's come off him though, and it will be another goal kick. We're in the last minute of the 90, but the word is from the touchline that there is going to be 5 minutes of stoppage time, which Pat Fenton and Billy Brown won't like to see.
Well, I think Gary O'Connor wants to come off. He looks a tired player there, he's got to get a hold of it. He's making a signal to the bench. It's George Frankham who's going to come on. I just wonder whether it's O'Connor coming off.
Yep. Gary O'Connor has run his course. Gary O'Connor is being replaced, and George Frankham, who's on loan from Norwich, will come on and seek to protect what Hibs have. They have a 2-1 lead, and they are stoppage time away from a place in the final.
He's in a big part in this semi-final, Gary O'Connor. First goal, of course, then set up for the second.
5 minutes is confirmed, but here's Wotherspoon, could put Sproul in. Sean McArdle was too aware that Sproul was that close. He's the sort of player that's never far away, mind. Reynolds, Fallon, Vernon now. Crowded out, but he's able to feed Robertson. Arneson. Reynolds. Actually missed by Vernon. Might get to it now. Desperate defending from Hibs. Arneson. Ricardo ready to launch it. It's hit and hope time for Aberdeen. McPake won that. He's been a colossal figure for Hibs today. You'll fancy a bit of that too. Wotherspoon now for Kajabi. Considine. Ricardo up against Sproul, but then ran into Kajabi. Considine. Arneson takes over. Now Mackie. Vernon. It's an easy take from Mark Brown. But still 3 minutes of stoppage time remaining at least.
Yeah, just a lack of quality in the cross. Just floated over. You can't get any power behind that effort. Mark Brown takes it comfortably.
Soares offside against Lee Griffiths. Aberdeen going to throw Josh McGuinness into the mix. Striker. Rory Ricardo, the right back, is going to come off as the seconds tick agonisingly away for the men in red.
Last roll of the dice. Josh McGuinness again physically imposing. And they just have to be as direct as possible in these last couple of minutes.
They've just got to hope for a lucky break. But if Hibs keep the door shut, they'll be back here next month for the Scottish Cup final. Robertson was taken out, and they'll certainly be delivering this one into the box. A pulsating finish to this semi-final.
Stupid foul from Frankham. Just gives Aberdeen the opportunity to get everyone forward. Desperate times for them.
Plenty jostling for position here. 5e it is to whip it in. Will it go in? McPake trying to dig it out. There's a flag up. Flag up for offside. We'll see what it means to him.
Well, again, I think he's right here. You can see it's a clear yard or two. Is that Arneson? Just a lack of knowledge here. Didn't appreciate the situation. Once again, the linesman gets it right.
Into the last minute. After 5 added on. Hibs nearly there. Nearly in the final. Doherty's throw. Wotherspoon now. Wotherspoon way off target. He should have passed that to Sproul really and wasted a few seconds.
Oh, I can't believe it, Ian. I know it's an easy game up here, but surely he should have seen Sproul on his left-hand side.
Time is nearly up for Aberdeen. Fallon knocks it on. Here's McGuinness just on. Mackie now. It's a terrific tackle from Kajabi, but it is an Aberdeen throw. Still time to get it into the box, perhaps. And Arneson will chuck it in. Now or never, surely, for Aberdeen. Arneson's throw, on by Reynolds. Still it hangs in there. Wotherspoon clears it. It's over. Hibs have done it. Hibs have won it. It is glory, glory to the Hibees in this Scottish Cup semi-final. 110 years after they last won the Cup, they're in the final at least. Gary O'Connor gave them a perfect start. James McPake, a captain's contribution today, not only outstanding at the back, but he played a part in the winner. Aston O'Connor, who set up Lee Griffiths for the moment of his life. And it's Hibs who will return here next month to either face their Edinburgh rivals Hearts or to face the SPL champion Celtic, and the latter would be a repeat of the 2001 final. They've had to suffer so much over the past couple of seasons, Hibs. They are going to make the most of this day.
Oh, they've had such a torrid season, fighting relegation, but this has given the supporters a bit of a lift. And you need goal scorers to win big games. Hibs had it today in Griffiths and O'Connor, and in my view the man of the match in James McVeigh.
Well, Pat Fenlon, who only arrived in November, finds himself in the final of the Scottish Cup, and Aberdeen failed miserably at Hampden again. They've lost on their last 5 visits now, and this will be hard to take for them, but it's a day of winners and losers, and the losers trudge wearily off, and the winners are in no rush to leave. It's been a torrid season overall for Hibs, who are still embroiled in a fight for survival in the SPL, looking like they might be okay in that. The show will go on for Pat Fenlon, James McVeigh and Hibs. It will go on until Saturday the 19th of May, when they will return to Hampden Park for the 2012 Scottish Cup final. I wonder, after 110 years of waiting to lift this famous old trophy, whether their time has come. Get the feeling, Andy, Celtic or Hearts might have something to say about that.
Yeah, of course, but they've got a chance now. They've overcome the tense, the nerves of the semi-final. They're in the final now, and they've got a real chance of winning it.
Green and white delight at Hampden Park. Gary O'Connor did his bit, scoring one and setting up the other, and somebody's going to get a souvenir from this occasion.
Available now through Anytime Plus.
Terrible, isn't it, John?
I'm pretty sure that he means this is Sprinter Sacre coming out onto the course. He's only been beaten twice in his career, unbeaten in his 4 starts over fences, and he has looked spectacular. He went for home a long way out in the Arkle chase at Cheltenham. Nothing looked like catching him, and it's very, very hard to see him being beaten here, Richard, and I'm sure he's a horse that you would just love to ride.
To sit on, and reminds me of Remittance Man schooling him up in Mandown the first day I ever schooled him over fences, and he was on springs, and I bet Barry had the same feeling when he schooled this horse the first time as well. And Mick, I believe you've seen this horse school in Lambourne, haven't you, Nicky?
He is just unbelievable. He is and Nicky Henderson, I've known him for a long, long time, even since the Remittance Man days. This horse is the first horse since him I've seen him get really, really excited about.
And the added interest there for Nicky Henderson is he's now about £250 behind Paul Nicholls in the race to be trainers, the champion trainer, and this race is worth 56,000 and change to the winner. And he is 13-2 on this horse. That means if you put on £13, you will just get your £13 stake back and £2 more.
Yeah, but put it into perspective. Big Bucks won the other day, a horse who broke that record that had stood since the 50s at Sir Ken, 17 in a row. He was 1-5. This horse is a shorter price, and trust me, this is a novice chase. This horse isn't as big a certainty as he was.
Well, this is the one that Gary was saying he thinks could be the one to finish second, or if anything went wrong with Sprinter Sacre to benefit. This is Toubab, was brought down last time.
Yeah, he wasn't particularly fluent that day before he got brought down, Clare. He won a Sandown novice in February, 4.5 lengths from Falcon Island. But certainly if anything did happen to go wrong with the favourite, he'd be there. You'd think he'd be the one to pick up the pieces.
And Paul Nicholls has had 4 winners and 4 seconds in this race in the last 10 years, but Nicky Henderson won it last year with Finian's Rainbow, who went on to win the Melling Chase yesterday. So we've got 2 greys in the race, and the other one is Australia Day. Dennis O'Regan, who'll be riding Black Appalachie in the Grand National, on board this one.
Yeah, this horse likes to whiz along as well, and Barry will be pleased to see this horse in the field for Sprinter Sacre. Sprinter Sacre, he can get him, he's got such a high cruising speed. This horse, you can just see him being led round there by Jury, just to make sure this horse jumps off. He's been a little bit reluctant in the past. Nice free going sort, and jumps well, this fella.
And another front runner is Kudu Country, so maybe both of them will be up in front.
Yep, he won at Southwell in February, a 3-runner field there. He was second to Eradicate. He was only beaten a short head by Eradicate in January. As Tom Tate said about this horse, he barely gets the trip. He wouldn't want an extended 2 miles, so it'll suit him around here.
So all in all, we're expecting exactly what the bookmakers are predicting, which is an impressive win for Sprinter Sacre.
Yeah, well, according to the bookmakers, he's almost home and hosed.
Yeah, 7-1 on now.
2 miles they had to cover around this tight Mildmay course. It's a very flat course here at Aintree, very, very different from Cheltenham. It'll be interesting to see how he copes with that. And Jim McGrath, just academically an interesting race.
They've still got to jump them. So they come out. We've got 3 greys here. They're lining up, set to go. Off and running in the John Smith's McGill Novices Chase. 2 miles the trip, and Australia Day steps off in the lead from Sprinter Sacre, and on the outside Kudu Country as they come to the first across fence, and Australia Day right out to his right, very erratic, and he almost ran off the course. He almost missed that rail. So